All right, good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great day today. It's Thomas Roman, President of Gas Oil Diesel SEO. Welcome to our webinar today on mastering local search engine optimization, or SEO as we call it. I wanted to first hope you have a nice cup of fresh coffee here. This is a gift from our account executive, Jake Gardner. It says it has my name on it, and he got it for our whole team, and also a Gas Oil Diesel logo on the side. So I'm enjoying here a fresh cup of coffee, and I think a good way to start a presentation is have a fresh cup of coffee, but that's just my opinion. So hopefully you're enjoying your beverage of choice. Oh, and that is a delicious cup of coffee. But without further ado, we have a really great presentation planned and ready to give today. Our team has worked on this for many years, and the things that we developed here, it's just literally every single one of them was like a couple of years of work to figure it out and to actually apply it, see the results, and then learn the best practices of it. We've been doing this for about almost 25 years, since 1999, and we're just thrilled to be sharing this with you today. And we sincerely hope it could benefit your business with your search engine optimization and your website, and in terms of increasing revenue with those channels. So I'm going to start it up now. The first thing I want to do is go into the presentation here, and I wanted to just show this slide. This is what we call our internet-driven sales system. So our goal with this webinar series is to do a presentation on each part of this. So last webinar was on conversion-based websites. This one today is on search engine optimization. All of these are integral to search engine optimization, but they all serve different purposes, right? But we're going to do a webinar on each of them in depth, okay? So I was going to show you this whole system is what we developed over the last 25 years. And each one of these is integral to actually getting high on search and actually converting people to your website, from your website. So the agenda today, we have several slides we're going to go through, but each of these is actually really important. They're kind of quick. There's not that much on each, but basically the importance of local SEO, the big 7 for search engine optimization, the definition of local SEO, the benefits of local SEO, the importance of local SEO, principles of local SEO ranking factors, creating a My Google business listing, local citations, local keyword research and content creation, optimizing on-page elements for local SEO, strengthening local SEO through link building, local SEO analytics and reporting, enhancing local SEO through review, ratings, and management, leveraging social media for enhanced local SEO, and then we're going to show you a case study. So first, the importance of local SEO. So local SEO, what this means is when someone types in a certain set of keywords, where your business is located in the region that you serve, you come up on local search. You come up in the search ranks and also in the local ranks. So local SEO is crucial for businesses, especially small and medium-sized businesses. It allows these businesses to promote their products and services to local customers at the exact time they're looking for them online. And with the rise of near-me searches, local SEO is more important than ever. And I really want to emphasize this. When you're looking at your marketing budget, you have many different options for what we call your marketing mix. One of the options could be a billboard. One of them could be a local trade paper in your organization. One could be an ad in a local paper. The other could be paid Google ads. The other could be social media ads. There's a lot of different options. But the benefit, and I always recommend to our customers that they nail and they master their local SEO before doing any of that. Because once local SEO is up and running, you're going to be there all the time. We're going to talk about that more in a minute. But they're looking for you at that moment. It's like driving by a billboard and being like, oh, I need that service. Say it's a roofing company. Hey, I need that roofing company. But the reality is 1 in 10,000 people might need that roofing company or less. Same with other advertising mediums. So looking at them kind of forced on them. Social media, you're not necessarily looking for a fuel oil delivery person. But when you use SEO, search engine optimization, or a search engine, you're looking for the service at the exact time that your listing pops up. And that's the power of this, is that everyone goes to their phones. Think of your own behavior. You go to your phone to find a business. And we're going to show you how your business will show up when you search there. Number 2, local search refers to when users search for products or services, information specific to a geographic location. This would be something like welding gas delivery in Morristown, New Jersey, or a seedling delivery in Hoboken, New Jersey. These are just examples of, and we're going to show you some results of one of our case study we're going to show you here for an industrial gas client. But that's the type of search that we're looking to do. We're looking to master those local searches with this presentation. So there's a big 7 for search engine optimization. And this is very quick. One, you want new content. You want on-site keywords, okay, meaning both the service keyword and the geography. You want to have backlinks to your site. There's different types of links. There's 3 different types of links. There's internal links within a site. There's links that go out of a site from you to another website. And then there's backlinks from other websites to your site. So we want to make sure we're focusing on the backlink part. That's what we're really focused on. The traffic, which this comes from advertising the content you created on the new content part, and then creating traffic on another, a backlink on another website. Then the quality of your content will dictate how much traffic you get. If you offer good content that adds value to the end user, you're going to get more traffic. Next part are going to be reviews. Very, very important. Citations, which we're going to talk about. And then the most important part, in my opinion, I think this is like 30% of our client success, is the site speed and hosting. So making sure your site is programmed in a very lean way where it loads quickly, shows up mobile responsibly, and also is blazing fast, has the best server that money can buy. Our servers, each web server is $2,000 a month. People ask, what do you get for $2,000 a month? My computer cost me $700. What does that mean? Why do you pay $24,000 a year for a server? Why? Because when our vendor asked us about our last upgrade for our hosting business, hostroman.com, they said to us, what's your budget? And we told them, we don't have a budget. We want to create the best hosting environment possible. And at that time, a few months ago, that was $2,000 a month. So that's what we did. And all of our clients are on there. And we separated we're going to have a whole presentation on this, but we separated all the data off, all the email data, all of any other FTP, file transfer protocol data. That's all on Google Drive now. And it's just web applications on this blazing fast server that we manage and make sure that we have a clean IP reputation. So the sites are clean, the IP address of the local sites on that server are clean, and the site is blazing fast. Very important aspect of hosting. And if you never thought of that for your website, I encourage you to think about it. And if you need any help, kindly let us know. So the definition of local SEO. Local SEO, or search engine optimization, is a branch of SEO, search engine optimization, that focuses on optimizing a website to be found in local search results. Essentially, it's a process of optimizing your online presence to attract more businesses from relevant local searches. Again, you pick up your phone, you're looking for someone to deliver heating oil in your area, you type in heating oil, your town, and the business pops up. And we're going to show you how to get to the top in both local and organic rankings. General SEO, which is what we call global SEO, focuses on improving a website's visibility on a national or global scale, while local SEO emphasizes reaching potential customers in specific geographic areas. So both share common principles like keyword optimization and quality content, but local SEO also includes additional strategies like managing online reviews and local business listings. So there are what are called national business listings, which we do a lot of. Our citation manager, Cheryl, is a total professional and expert at this, and she helps create all of these. But the idea is we want to really focus on local business listings for local SEO. Very important. Benefits of local SEO. So the benefits are what? Increased visibility. So someone looks for you, and what does search engine visibility mean? Search engine visibility means that when someone goes to a search engine, and we do what's called cross search engine optimization, which is best practices for all search engines. So you're not just showing up on Google, which on a side note, if you just have an ad in the Google ad network, you only show up on Google. You're not showing up on Bing, you're not showing up on DuckDuckGo, you're not showing up on Yahoo and other search engines. So the idea is you want to do the best practices for all search engines. So your search engine visibility is at there. So someone types in your keywords in your geography, your target geography, and then you pop up at the top. That's what visibility means. So it helps your business stand out in local results, getting your business in front of more potential customers. Targeted traffic. Local SEO helps attract customers in your area who are searching for products and services like you offer. So the people are looking for your services. Increase revenue. By reaching more local customers at the moment they're looking to make a purchase, local SEO can significantly increase your revenue. Now, we're going to show you a case study at the end where the customer is dominating for their whole entire region, probably about a 50-mile radius from their office. and they're dominating. They're number one for everything above local listings. It's amazing how they're ranking. And then also, this is very important. When you index organically with SEO, you're ranking at the top of the search engines, the search engine visibility, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. With ads, what we say about ads is if it's easy, everyone can do it. Anyone can throw a credit card down and get ads to show. But with ads, you stop showing up as soon as your budget runs out. So say you have a budget of $10,000 a month, it's showing pretty well, and all of a sudden your budget runs out, you're gone. Your ad is gone, and then you're invisible till you start paying again. With local SEO, it's 6 times higher, 6 times more people click on organic SEO versus ads because of it's easy, everyone does it, and the trust is there with local SEO because people know in order to be high organically, you have to be doing all the things that we're going to talk about today correctly, right? So it's a trust thing, big time trust thing. So the statistic is that 85% of people click on organic links versus ads. And that's a fact. You can look it up yourself on Google. So the importance of local SEO, local search statistics. Studies show that 46% of all Google searches are seeking local information, and 72% of customers that did a local search visit a store within 5 miles. Very important. So either visit a store, this is about visiting a store, but also for a service business, people, they type in their information, particularly for fuel delivery. This is why I love working with fuel delivery companies, because once you get a customer, they keep ordering from you over and over again. Hey, my tank is empty. Can you kindly come fill it? Or they send you an email. The idea is that our goal is to help businesses get recurring income. So when someone converts from a search to them calling you to become a customer, our goal is to keep them for life and to offer them outstanding service as a fuel delivery company. And that's what I really liked about it. But people, they search, they find you, and then they will stay with you. And another strategy that we love doing is getting lists of new homes that are purchased and then reaching out to them with an outbound reach campaign where we can talk to new homeowners who need their tanks filled and they don't have a vendor yet. And we get them by getting the new listings of people who purchased homes, and then we get them on for life. So that's a really, really cool thing. So next one, impact on small and medium businesses. Now, this is big. Small and medium businesses can benefit from local SEO by appearing in local search results, and they can effectively compete with larger global brands and attract more customers to the targeted areas. This is very important. All of our customers that we work with are all beating the global brands. So you can have customers like just big, huge customers. I'm not going to say any names. Big, huge, multi-billion-dollar companies that don't do as well with their website because they don't do all the cylinders. They're not doing all the backlinks. They're not doing all the content, all the citations, all the things that you saw in the internet-driven sales system. One of them might be lagging, or their hosting isn't as fast. So like, oh, it's on a server. Our website is live. They're not thinking about it in this such detail. So we beat them, and we beat them really badly and hand them. I always think about, say, you have them for lunch, right? You think about a lion, right? In the jungle, what does it have them for lunch? And that's why I see these big brands. We're going to have some lunch today, and we're going to beat them. Okay, so that's a big deal. So when you're beating the global brands, you're getting this business. You're competing with them. You're not only evening the landscape, you're beating them. And that's a very important thing. Connection to mobile search. With the increasing use of mobile devices, local SEO is more important than ever. Near me or close by type of searches grew by 900% over 2 years. That's massive. When people are out and about, they reach for their smartphones to find local businesses. And if your business isn't optimized for local search, you can be missing out on massive, massive amounts of traffic. So think about your own behavior. What do you do when you want a quesadilla, right? You type in Mexican restaurant, and then it will show you the places near you. You go to one, or you order one and have it delivered. Same thing with fuel delivery companies. People are going to look you up online. Make sure your website is optimized mobilely. There's this Google, it's considered a separate search engine, Google Mobile. So there's Google Desktop. Google Mobile is a separate search engine, just like Bing would be a separate search engine. So if your site isn't optimized for mobile, it will not show up in those indexes. So we want to make sure we're doing all the best practices, particularly mobile responsiveness for your website. So the principles of local SEO, big deal, okay? NAP consistency. If you never heard of NAP, it means name, address, and phone number. NAP consistency refers to the uniformity of your business's name, address, and phone number across all digital platforms. It's crucial for both search engines and customers to understand where your business is located, and inconsistent nav can lead to confusion and lower search rankings. So one of the things you want to do is choose and make sure that your business on all the different citations and profiles that lead to your website, and we're going to talk about citations in a moment, but they all have the same name, address, and phone number. Very important. So the next thing, and we're going to get more into that in a moment. The next thing, service-specific local keywords usage. So first thing you want to do on your website, make sure you have service-specific pages. So each service has its own page. Then from there, you want to do a separate, unique page per geography for each service. Very important. So we're going to talk about how that works in a minute, but you want to make sure you do that. Service-specific local keyword usage. You want to have the keywords and the town name on the same page. And it's a lot of work to do this, but the benefits are exponential. Online reviews and ratings. Online reviews and ratings are a critical factor for local SEO. Very important. This is really the end-all be-all of local. It's the reviews. High-quality positive reviews can improve your business's visibility and increase the likelihood of a potential customer visiting your location or calling your business. Encourage customers to leave reviews and respond promptly to each review, whether positive or negative. And what that means is you want to have a tool in place that emails you or messages you. We use email for all our messaging. It's just a sit down, get it done type of thing. You're not dealing with 10 different platforms. We just use email. It emails you, says, hey, you have a new review from this review site. It could be Google My Business, could be Yelp, could be Super Pages. From there, you log in, which we're going to talk about in a moment. The citations is getting access, because if you can't log in, you can't respond to the review. So one of the big things that we do as a team, and Cheryl, our citation manager, she goes and kind of like a detective, uncovers all of those, figures out where all your citations are, and then does the hard work of getting you the logins for each of those. Really important process. And if you don't have the login, you can't respond, whether it's good or bad. And the idea is no one has 100% perfect reviews. It's just really, I mean, sometimes you see people with it, and God bless them. But the idea is if you get a bad review, you simply reply back, hey, listen, really sorry about that experience. Is there anything we can do to make it up to you? 90% of the time, you'll resolve it with the customer. They'll take the bad review down. But 10% of the time, you just can't help everybody, right? So sometimes you have to just say, hey, listen, sorry about the experience. If we can make it up to you, please let us know. And just as kindly as you can reply to it. But it's very important. The point of this is it's very important to reply to it. Okay, so that's a part of the reviews. So local SEO ranking factors. So number one is the proximity of your address to the point of local search, the Google My Business location, okay? And we're going to talk about the Google My Business as a separate slide. So this is the proximity of your business to where the search is taking place. That's a key factor for local SEO. This means that when a user types in a specific service near their location, Google prioritizes businesses that are closer. Keeping your Google My Business profile updated with accurate information is essential. So what this means is for local searches, where those local searches come up, if it's your town, you have a high chance of being there. The reviews will help you get up in other towns that are surrounding yours if there's not a lot of businesses. But that local listing is kind of reserved for businesses within that town, okay? So our goal is for the surrounding towns or geographies or cities or counties or states, what we want to do is we want to have you at the top of the organic listings, even surpassing the local listings, which is a whole strategy in itself using all of these tools, which I'm going to show you in the case study. And so physical address and city of search. So you want to have the link. So let me go through this. Having a physical address in the city where the search is performed is also a critical factor. If you have a physical location in the city of search, you are more likely to appear in the search results. So yeah, if you have an office in 4 or 5 different geographies, that's great. But if you have an office in one geography, you create, which I'm going to show you in a moment, pages with the service or services that you want to advertise and you want to market and you want to have search engine visibility for. And then at the end of it, you have the geography, Hoboken, New Jersey. And I'll show you how that works in a minute. Consistency of citations on the web. So we're going to talk more about citations because they're really important. A citation is any mention of your business on the web with or without a link. And it's crucial for them to be consistent. This includes your name, address, and phone number. Again, really hammering that home. Consistent citations help search engines trust the validity of your business and its location, thereby improving your chances of ranking higher in the search results. Okay, this is very important. You want to make sure all of your citations, A, you have a login to them, and B, that they're correct. Really, really important, because when those are correct, they really improve your what's called domain authority. And then from there, you rank higher on Google, more visibility, and end of the day, more business. Okay, creating a Google My Business listing. So GMB, the cornerstone of local search, okay, is a Google My Business or Google Business profile, right? Either you can call it either one. So the idea is it builds credibility and trust with potential customers. It ensures that details such as business name, address, and phone number, operating hours, business category are correct, and that they're kept up to date. You want to make sure of that. Now, if you're going to embark on any type of SEO, search engine optimization, you need to have a Google My Business listing. It doesn't work without it. So if you don't have a Google My Business listing, you will not index, period. And you cannot go back. So if you do a bunch of SEO work, the stuff we're talking about today, without a Google My Business listing, it's in vain. It's not going to work, and you can't go back. You can't redo it. It's really hard to redo it. You have to follow the order of operations, kind of like the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally with math, right? So what is it? Powers, exponents, et cetera, et cetera. So the idea, you want to follow the order of operations. Number one, you have to get the citations figured out. And you need a business address for that, right? And you say, is it worth me getting an address? I think it is, because you don't index without it. If you are a physical business, obviously you have an address. If you're not, you need to get an address. And what they do, they'll mail you a postcard, they'll ask for a video, but some way to verify the business. And that verification process is literally the cornerstone of the entire search engine optimization process, particularly for Google, in which about 90% of the searches happen. So you need to create one and update it and make sure it's accurate, and then you want to post to it regularly, which we're going to talk about in a moment. So the next one, encourage customer reviews on your Google My Business profile. It's the most important one. You want to have reviews on a lot of different sites, but the most important one is Google My Business. So encourage your customers to leave reviews on your Google Business My profile. Reviews play a vital role in local search, ranking, and also help build trust and credibility. Respond to all the reviews in a timely and professional manner to show that you value customer feedback. How do you do that? That's the big question. How do I get reviews? Normally, a customer will say something to you like, hey, you guys did a great job today. Really appreciate your hard work. And Sam and Sally, they just did a terrific job. It was a pleasure working with you, very professional. The order was on time. The quality of the fuel was awesome. And we're grateful and we're ready to work with you again. Thank you so much. What we do, we have what's called a mini campaign. It's a little form that we fill out, first name, last name, email, phone number. And then we put in a little text field there. It's what they said. So you say, you write the review for them. So you say, hey, listen, you said this about our business. You said we're polite. You said we're professional. You said that we ordered it and it was on time and it was a high quality fuel. And you even mentioned a couple of our people in your thing, and you put them in there. And you hit submit. And what happens is you're giving them a little stuff to kind of start with that they could even just copy and paste sometimes. But normally they'll take what you gave them and they'll pop in a quick review while it's hot. And you have to do this instantly. So I'm talking when you leave the office, almost like a thank you card. When they leave the office or they hang up the phone, you immediately do it. And you ask them, say, hey, would you mind writing a quick review for me? I'm going to send you the email and text now. And they can do either one they want, whether they're on their phone or whether they're on email on their computer. But that's how you do it. It's a mini campaign, a little form. You fill it out, you hit submit, boom, they get it. And that's the way you get reviews. Okay, so it's very important that you have that in place. Next part, local citations. Now we did its own slide on this because they're just so important. What are local citations? Local citations, if you think of a book, if you were writing a book and you quoted, say, Ernest Hemingway, one of his books, you would have what's called an endnote, right? An endnote is a citation referencing in your work, his work. So you're pointing it to his work, showing that you quoted Ernest Hemingway. Same thing with the web. A web citation are places online that refer back to your website. So local citations are local ones, but local citations are any online mention of the name, address, and phone number, NAP, for a local business. Citations can occur on local business directories, on websites and apps, and on social platforms. They help users discover local businesses that can also impact local search rankings. So this is what we call low-hanging fruit. You want to go out and you have a list of them, and you go out and you claim the ones that are already created. Sometimes they'll be created for you. Things like businesses like Yelp will find your business and just create one. But if you don't have a login to it, you can't reply back to reviews like we just discussed. So first step is seeing which ones exist, getting into those. So you have to get logged in, you claim those directories, and you get access so you can change stuff like the phone number, the operating hours, the name, address, phone number, and you can reply back to the reviews. And also, a lot of them allow you to post, just like you're posting to social media. So you have a new blog post, we can create a backlink on that citation channel. So this is basically low-hanging fruit. The importance of local citations for local SEO. Local citations are crucial for local SEO because they help establish the existence and trustworthiness of your business. Consistent and accurate citations validate that a business is a part of a community, which improves its local ranking. So basically you're showing, hey, listen, I'm a part of the community, I verified my account, and I'm real. So that's what you're doing, is increasing trust on a client basis. Best practices for claiming, building, and maintaining local citations. So first, accuracy. You want to regularly check and correct your citation information. Outdated information can hurt your rankings, again, because your name, address, phone number can be off, or you get a bad review you didn't respond to, or any review you didn't respond to. You always want to respond to the reviews. Quality over quantity. Prioritize getting listed on high quality directories relevant to your industry or locality. The next, again, respond to reviews. You want to engage with these local directories to show that you value customer feedback. And we use a tool that gives us a list of the reviews and shows us which ones have name, address, phone number consistency. So if anything is off, we go in and we fix it for our customers. So local keyword research and content creation. Now we're getting to what's called the on-site part of local SEO. So first thing we want to do is we want to define the keywords that are crucial for our success. So we want to research our service keywords and our geographical keywords, the places we want to be found. So usually it's a radius around the business, how far they would travel, the fuel delivery company. So local keywords are crucial for local SEO because they help search engines understand the local relevance of your web content. By incorporating local keywords, you increase the chances of appearing in search results when customers in your area are looking for services or products you offer. How to do this research? First, you want to identify your main service keywords. Combine them with local specific terms, meaning the geographies. For example, if you're a heating oil delivery company in San Francisco, you can use keywords like heating oil delivery in San Francisco. Pretty straightforward. San Francisco heating oil. Use keyword research tools like Google Keyword Planner or SEMrush to find popular, relevant local keywords. Consider long tail keywords that include your location. So what that means is we want to develop individual pages. For example, heating oil in San Francisco. We would develop a separate page for heating oil in San Francisco with a little bit of unique content about San Francisco, the keywords, and usually a couple feeds, a blog feed, a testimonial feed, and then some more unique fun fact information about San Francisco, because the pages have to be unique and relevant. So we can't be using the same copy on all the different pages. We have to have unique information about San Francisco, and it has to not be duplicate content. So what that means is it shows its relevance to the geography. So that creates a handshake with Google to say this page, or any search engine, this page is relevant to that geography. And that's very important that they're written that way. And that's why these SEO landing pages take so long. That's why they're so effective too, because people dominate. And I'll show you some samples of that. So we want to create local focused content. We want to use your local keywords, naturally throughout your website. Title tags, meta descriptions, and alt text. So the title tag is the blue link in Google, okay? The meta description tag is the paragraph below it. So the title tag should have the long tail keyword, the services with the geography. And below that, the meta description tag is meant to be read by a human being. It's in paragraph format with the keywords and the geography written into an understandable paragraph. That's what that is. So the blue link are the keywords and the title tag, and then the meta description tag is meant for a human to read, kind of like marketing copy, if you will, within your organic listing. So that's a really cool thing to understand. Then on the page, you have the H1 tags. They have the relevant things that you want to highlight. So we usually do, I'd say 4 to 8 of those per page with different H1 tags referencing different services. So from there, creating locally focused content, okay? Regularly create local-oriented content for your blog, such as news about your area, a story about your business in the community, or guides related to your industry, but focused on your area. So what that means is if it's a certain climate, say you're in the Northeast, you'd want to do something that has to do with the seasons. So you'd say, hey, listen, heating oil, it's right around the corner. winter's coming, the prices are going to go up in November. We encourage you to fill your tank now while it's 10% lower or whatever the offer would be. But you want to write content for your end users so they have some value, but also it's specific to the geography. So trying to really write things based on the local area. And also you don't want to overstuff your keywords. You want to use them in a natural and reader-friendly way. The rule is a 5% keyword density. So if there's 100 words, the keyword's in there a maximum of 5 times. If there's 300 words, it's a maximum of, say, 15 times. 3 to 5% is a good percentage for the keyword density. So we don't want to overstuff those keywords. So optimizing on-page elements for local SEO. We're getting a little bit technical here, but I want to explain it so you know, so you have a thorough understanding of it. So the title tags, meta description, and headers. These elements are crucial for SEO. Title tags incorporate your local keyword into your title tag in a natural way. For instance, heating oil delivery in San Francisco. Meta description tags. They should be informative, to be read by humans, and they also include your local keyword and geography. The next are your headers, which are your H1 tags. That's what H1 means, header. Use local keywords in your headers, H1, H2, etc., because you have on a website, the titles usually are H1 headers, H2 a little smaller header than the body copy, right? So those H1 and H2 tags, you want to emphasize the local content. So the keyword with the geography, very important. I'm going to show you some samples of that in a moment with our case study. Website structure and URL structure, very important. A well-structured website makes it easier for search engines to crawl and understand your site. Incorporate local keywords into your URL structure where appropriate. For instance, yourwebsite.com/heating oil delivery-Hoboken-New Jersey, right? So that would have what's called a long tail keyword in the actual name of the URL or the website domain. So that's a specific page for heating oil made for Hoboken. So mobile optimization, again, really emphasizing this. As mobile searches are growing, it's crucial to ensure that your website is mobile friendly, and a mobile optimized site provides a better user experience, which will improve your mobile search results for your business. So if your website is not mobile friendly, you're not going to show up on Google Mobile, or you'll be severely penalized. But you want to make sure that that's in check. That's just a little low-hanging fruit. You want to make sure that it works. Okay, strengthening local SEO through link building. Now, I want to explain the concept. I want you to think here of a bicycle wheel. So the bicycle wheel has a hub in the middle, and then there's spokes coming in around it. So what the hub is going to be some kind of new content. It's going to be your website. It could be a service page. It could be a category page. It could be a blog post. But we're going to use the example of a blog post here because it's new, relevant content. So what we do is we create what's called a link wheel, and the links are the spokes, and the content is what the link is about, and the traffic travels along those links to your domain name. All links have to hit your domain name. Very important. Anytime you ever put a post up, if you have a YouTube video or you have some other type of post, you want to make sure in order for them to get that information, they have to go to your website first. You embed the video on your website. You don't link them to YouTube. You embed the YouTube video on your site and you link them to the blog post with the YouTube video embedded. Remember, hub of a wheel, the hub is your website or a link on your website. The links are the spokes, and the traffic travels along those spokes. That being said, that's how link building works. And usually there's several parts. The first one is going to be social media. You post the links to social media. So you have a blog post, then you have what's called a leader or a header, or the enticing header. You have a leader paragraph saying, hey, this is really cool. Check it out on our blog. You have a cool thumbnail. If it's a video thumbnail with a little play button. And then, or if it's a photo of something, you put a photo there. And in order to get the full information, they click the link, which is that little spoke. They travel to your site and get to your blog. So you have the content is on your blog, a little bit of content on social media to lead them. Then the link is going to be the spoke, and the traffic travels along that spoke to there. First part is social media. Second part was what we call competitive backlink acquisition, looking at your competitors and going to the places they have backlinks and creating backlinks on the same sites by developing relationships with the editors and people who add links to their websites. The next one's going to be email marketing. So in your emails, we put links to your blog and to your website. And then the final one we use is public relations. So we send out media to different 8 places that publish content, online directories, news stations, stuff like that. We use the newswire to send it out to get more links that way. And the other one is going to be your citations. Google Business Profile, Yelp, the different places you can post to link back to your site. So those are the main places you get links. So I want to explain that. The importance of local link building. Local link building is a powerful strategy in local SEO. Links from other local businesses and organizations signal to search engines that your business is a trusted member of the local community, thus improving your local rankings. So the more links you get, the more trust you have. Because if someone else is linking to you, it means you have a good relationship with them and they're linking to you. Strategies for getting local backlinks. Local partnerships. Collaborate with local businesses or organizations for mutual promotion. This could be through events, sponsorships, or featured articles. Guest blogging. Contribute guest posts to local blogs or business websites with a link to your site. Local directories make sure your business is listed in local business directories, which often provide a backlink to your site. Next one, community engagement. Participate in local community events or forums and look for opportunities to earn links back to your site. Press coverage. Local news outlets may provide backlinks when covering stories about your business. This is what I said before. And also there's what's called high domain authority sites, which are larger sites like Yahoo, Yahoo Business, big high domain authority, 50 plus, that you can go to and you can present stories to them and try to get links that way. And also there's things like converting mentions where maybe your company is mentioned, but they didn't put a backlink. If you see that, you maybe ask the editor to add a link, add your name, just create a hyperlink out of it to link back to your site. These are what are called link building strategies, but it's very important to have backlinks to your site. Local SEO analytics and reporting. So tracking your local SEO performance is very important, particularly if you're paying an agency for it, right? So you want to make sure that you track it regularly and help understand what's working, what's not, and how you can make improvements to the strategy. The key metrics to monitor. 1, organic traffic. How many people are coming to your site? Very objective. 2, local search ranks. You want to see objectively, if I type in this keyword on Google, am I showing up or not? That's very objective. The next are conversions. This was the last webinar we did, and you can look at gasoildieelseo.com and go to the blog, and you'll see the last webinar called Conversion-Based Websites. The whole webinar is about this one topic. Conversions. Measure important actions taken by your users, such as making a purchase, filling out a form, or signing up for a newsletter. And these can indicate whether your local SEO is driving valuable user behavior. And also, you want to make sure your conversion website is why that was the first one. You need to make sure whenever traffic is getting there, that your site is converting them from a visitor into a lead. And then your marketing automation, which we talk about later, marketing and sales automation in another webinar in the future, that's where you convert them from a lead to a client, right? That's your selling process. And we recommend a lot of things like pre-meeting research, do a lot of work up front to show the business that you care. Because again, it's not how much you know, it's how much you care, that you care. And by the time you get them into a meeting, the customer, they're like blown away with the research you did. And no one in their marketing department may have ever done the research that you did. So this is the goal of it. Enhancing local SEO through reviews and rating management. Now, we talked about this a little bit, but we did its own slide because of how important it is. The importance of reviews and ratings in local SEO. Reviews and ratings significantly impact local SEO. They not only influence customer decisions when people look at, hey, how is this company? They're good or they're bad, but also affect your local search ranks big time. Search engines view positive reviews and ratings as a sign of trustworthiness, which can improve your local search performance. It definitely does. So it's very important. Again, respond to positive and negative reviews. Really important that you get them. You have a tool in place, and we install this for our customers, where they get a good review. It says, hey, you got a good review, reply to it. They click on the link, it takes them, they're already logged in, and they can reply back. We handle that a lot of times for our customers, but we usually ask for feedback for any bad reviews. Encouraging customers to leave reviews. So again, that little mini campaign, you push a button, you fill out a form real quick, and then that customer gets a recommendation for what the review could be, and then they just simply have to just click 5 stars and copy and paste or write their own. Really simple tactic, but it's very important that you have it in place, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to get the reviews. So leveraging social media for enhanced local SEO. So how social media impacts local SEO? Well, social media may not directly impact search rankings. It plays a critical role through visibility and brand recognition, and also links. The links aren't that important. Usually no follow, but the links and content you put on social media shows the search engines that you're relevant and you're engaging your audience. And that does help boost your local SEO. So how do you do this? One, you want to connect with local users, use local-based hashtags and geotagging in your post to attract local followers, participate in local events. You want to share updates about local events, and if you're going somewhere, you stop by, but it can create goodwill. Share user-generated content, so you share testimonials or photos or stories about your business, and it shows social proof and encourages more interaction. And they want to engage the user. So the people that are there, they want to engage, respond to the comments, answer questions, interact with your followers regularly, and this helps build a strong connection with your local community. So that's pretty important too. So this is a case study that we have for one of our customers, SOS Gases. So who they are, they're a local, and this is the second to last slide. So we're almost at the conclusion here. Thanks for sticking with us here. SOS Gases, it's a reputable supplier of industrial gases located in Kearney, New Jersey. The local SEO strategies we used were: one, establish and optimize their Google My Business listings and citations. They undertook local keyword research and we tailored their website accordingly. We launched a local link building campaign through partnerships and inclusion in local directories. And we actively managed their customer reviews and ratings and encouraged their clientele to leave feedback. And we leveraged social media to engage with the local community and the industry. Now, the results achieved, they're simply phenomenal. They're dominating all of their competitors in their every single geography. As a result of the local concentrated SEO efforts, SOSGasesInc.com realized substantial improvements, a 70% surge in organic traffic from the local area within 6 months. And we've been with them for years now, but in 6 months, they saw a 70% increase. Now it's probably a couple 100%. Placement in the top 3 results for all targeted keywords. They're normally number 1, but they're definitely in the top 3, sometimes with 2 or 3 listings, meaning a local listing and then 2 or 3 organic. A 70% uptick in conversions. It's a traceable to organic search. Enhanced online reputation fostered by positive customer reviews and ratings, and then a massive monthly surge of new clients, most of whom are industrial clients who reorder frequently. So the clients they're getting aren't just one-time clients, they're recurring customers. They keep getting new customers, and they reorder and reorder and reorder. So that's very important to realize. And I'm going to show you a few samples of this. So one, I'm going to just open up Google Chrome here, and we're going to go here, and I'm going to do a ceiling delivery, Hoboken, New Jersey. So this is one search term. So as you see here, this is an ad by Airgas. Again, very big global company. SOS Gases, they're located in Kearney. And if I were to search Kearney, New Jersey, I'm going to come right back here, Kearney, New Jersey, you'll see that SOS Gases is right here. This is sponsored. They're number 1 organic with their local search. Obviously, it's their town, right? But SOS Gases is also number 1 and number 2 organically, right? So I'm going to go back to Hoboken. So they're not in Hoboken, so they're not coming up necessarily in the local listings unless they paid. They're above the local listings, right? And this is why their traffic has been so sustainable. They're showing above those. So the next one I want to show you here is, give me one moment here. I'm going to move that out of the way. The next one I want to show you is Hoboken, New Jersey. Oh, you just did Hoboken. Sorry about that. The next one, say the county. So Hoboken is located it's in Hudson County, but we're going to do Essex County, New Jersey. Again, here's Airgas, which is sponsored. And then the next one, this is an ad. So as soon as their ad disappears, they're gone. As soon as their budget runs out. SOS Gases is number 1 above local listings. Very important. And I'll do their home county, Hudson County. And here they are again, same thing. Airgas is there, sponsored, but who's that right next door? SOS Gases, right above local listings. Very, very important. And we'll do a few more here just to show you. Alpine, New Jersey, very wealthy town in New Jersey. Again, Airgas number 1, then you have Wilson Products number 2, then Granger number 3, which these are all sponsored. Then you have another sponsored one here, but who's above local listings is SOS Gases. And you can do a search for SOS Gases in any town in North Jersey for any of the big things: acetylene, nitrogen, CO2, the big industrial gases. You'll see them there, welding gases. The next one we did was, say, Sparta, New Jersey. This is a town, it's a little bit west in Sussex County, and we're just going to do this here. And here they are again, SOS Gases above the local listings. And it's pretty much like that across the board. And the reason I want to show you this is a case study where, and I'll show you the anatomy of the landing page. So when you click on the page, We have very simple high conversion website right here, the simple phone number right here, click to call, an email, so it's a clear call to action. Social media link, very clear main navigation. Local trust shows a picture of their building. And this is a page made, as you see, serving Sparta, New Jersey. So SOS Gases offered the following to Sparta, New Jersey. Again, this is an H1 tag, this is an H1 tag, this is the H2 tag. So acetylene delivered to Sparta, argon delivered to Sparta. So if I were to search argon delivered to Sparta, who is number one here? SOS Gases, right? I'm just going to click on it again, go back to the page. But the reason why is that it's coded for Sparta specifically, very short, not too much copy, with the word Sparta infused. These are some of their other services they offer. These are the outbound links. These are the internal links. And these are unique facts about Sparta, New Jersey. Very important. Remember, we talked about on-site relevant keywords. So if you typed in, I'll type in acetylene or argon delivery, and we'll say to this zip code, which is Sparta zip code, SOS Gases, again, these are all sponsored. SOS Gases is number one organically because, I'm going to click on it again, the zip code is on the page. And this is a lot of work. Every geography we do has this same structure. So this is a case study. And if you have questions about this, you can call me. We can do a call about this, and I'll show you some more. But I just want to show you this as a case study. So we're going to wrap up now and have a little open discussion. I know it's been about 46 minutes. We're going to spend about the next 14 minutes doing a little discussion here, questions and answers. So we're going to do a recap of local SEO and principles and strategies. Today, we've discussed several key elements, just to recap it all, okay? So several principles and strategies for successful local SEO, including the importance of name, address, phone number consistency, local keyword usage, which I just showed you, online reviews, Google My Business listings and other citations, again, local citations, local focused content creation, on-page SEO factors, which I just showed you, local link building, having backlinks to the site, managing reviews and ratings, and leveraging social media for local SEO. We want to hit all those cylinders and we want to make them all fire. Importance of conscientious optimization and staying updated. So remember, local SEO is not a one-time thing, but an ongoing effort. You have to regularly review and optimize your local strategies. Stay up to date with the latest trends and algorithms changes to stay competitive. I always think of the algorithm changes. It doesn't really matter what they are because when you're doing the best practices and everything you do is white hat, you're getting real reviews, you're writing real unique content, your pages are properly set up in the very beginning, doing all that work, you're not going to have a problem because I always think about the truth is incontrovertible, right? The truth is always the truth. White hat SEO is always going to be white hat SEO. You don't want to ever do things like link farms, or you never want to do things like review farms, getting other people to leave reviews. You want to do everything ethically and white hat. And when you do that, you're never going to have a problem. So to me, the algorithm changes are null because we're doing everything correctly. Now I'm going to open it up for questions and discussions. And if you have any questions, we'll deep dive into any questions you have and into your respective market. But I wanted to thank you for your time today. My name is Thomas Roman with Gas Oil Diesel SEO. We're the creators of the internet-driven sales system, and I'm going to open it up for questions through chat. So I'm just going to open up my chat right now, and if anyone has any questions, let me know. Great. All right, I'm opening the chat. Let me get this open here. All right, so I have a question right here. It says, how often should I update my Google My Business listing? Well, listen, it's not about updating it necessarily. It's about posting through it. So what you do is you want to make sure your information is accurate, one, but then first, the next thing you want to do, when you have a new blog post, and you want to do, I would say once a week to twice a month. So once a week to once every other week, you want to have a new piece of content on your blog, and you want to post that on your Google My Business. So I would say you want to update it at least every 2 weeks. You want to have a post there. So I have two more questions here. How does local SEO fit into your global SEO strategy, or is it considered a separate process? And the second is the process the same for every localization? I mean, when you focus on certain aspects of the strategy when dealing with certain locations. Great question. So all of this, so the way we think of global SEO, so what you'd have is you would have your main homepage, your main website, which is your main navigation. On that, you'd have a home page, you'd have an about page, you'd have a services page, you'd have usually some kind of gallery page, you'd have a blog and a contact page. So what we would do is we would optimize the main pages for what's called global SEO. So we want those pages to show up worldwide, or for a local business, it would be statewide. So we would optimize those and make sure that they are all 100% correct for global SEO. And the only difference between local SEO and global SEO still considers things like your reviews. It still considers your backlinks. But the difference would be for global SEO, you would want to go for what's called high authority backlinks, meaning domain authority of 50 plus. So if you were a car company that Motor Trend or Road and Track, these big high domain authority sites, you want to try to get backlinks from them and develop relationships with their editors in order to get those backlinks, the people in charge of those links. So yeah, I would say the only real difference would be the type of backlinks you get. Local, you want to have more local backlinks. But for local also, if you have higher domain authority links, it will only help you and get you higher on organic search. Second part of that question was, does it work for every localization? So that's a great question too. Yeah, it's pretty much the same strategy for the different locations, but tailored for whatever country you're in. So if it's the same exact type of strategy. So if you're in Istanbul, Turkey, you would work with places in Istanbul, and you would get links from there. And you'd want to have the niche specific, or I will call geographic specific service pages for the surrounding regions of Istanbul, for the different towns and different cities and different regions. However, they're broken up in Turkey, you'd want to make sure that in America, they're counties, and whatever type of, if the town is located in a county in Turkey, then you have the county too. But yeah, same exact type of things, but for that specific location. Great questions. Next, I got another question. What's the best way to encourage customers to leave reviews? Yeah, I think authentically, when you deal with a customer who says something good about your business, immediately ask them for it. Just say, hey, listen, it would really help my business a lot. And if you give me a review, do you mind if I send you a quick text and email about that, right? It's like McDonald's at the counter when they said, do you want a fry and Coke with that? It doubled the revenue almost. You want to incorporate this into your process. So if you're a point of sale company where, a lot of gas companies have a local retail place, and people come in, hey, listen, I had a great experience here. Hey, would you mind writing a review? I'm going to send you a quick email and text. No problem. Pull out your phone, you go to that form, you type it in, and you send it. They're going to have a much higher probability. And when you ask them in person and you give them the tool, literally the channel of communication immediately, whether or not searching you out on Google, trying to find you, or you have to do work yourself, like this is one of the things that bothers me. You go to these big stores and they're like, hey, there's a form at the bottom. You're like, hey, I kind of want to get out of here. But if you texted them that thing, and if you build and the sales rep, whoever the person interacting with the customer service rep, has to be personal, okay? You can't just be like this cold person. You got to develop rapport, develop a relationship, just like anything else. They say, hey, listen, I had a great experience with you today. Awesome. That means a lot to me. And you know what? It would really help me a lot if you would just, I'm gonna send you a quick text. All you got to do is click on the text, and then they're taken right there. And they click on 5 stars, and they leave a quick review. Boom, it's in, you're done. And that's the holy grail when it comes to this, okay? So that's a big deal. How can I ensure NAP consistency across various platforms and directories? Great, that's a great question. So the way you do it, first you claim the citations. You have to get access to them. So you have to be the detective. Go in, claim those citations, get access. And from there, you just simply fix it. You make sure that they're all exactly the same, that the first address line 1 is written exactly the same exact, I'm talking character by character, same exact, same city, same zip code, obviously. If the zip code's correct, it doesn't have the -4. If it does have the -4 at the end, after the zip code, the 4 extra digits, that it's the same across every single platform. So first thing you do is gather the citations or claim them, log in, make the changes, and then create any that you don't have. So you do the same process, make sure they're all the same. And also, if you don't have an office, you might need an office to do that. So it's, it might be, you have to figure that out, rent a small office somewhere. Next question I got here that we received. What are some effective strategies for building local backlinks? Again, there's things like guest posts where you write an article for that publication that will help their target market. There are many different ways to do backlinks, but the goal is to create really good content. The number one thing is content, and then you reach out to people, pieces that will publish content in order to refer back to your site. So it's a relationship building thing. You want to develop a relationship. There's no easy way to do backlinks. You have to develop the relationship with the people. That's very, very important. The next one, how do I conduct effective local keyword research? We use tools like Keyword Planner with Google. We use tools like SpyFu. We use SEMrush. These are different tools where you can find keywords. So you want to think of it. First step is think of it in your organic kind of through what you know. Then you type it in the Keyword Planner, see any you forgot, and you look at the search volume to make sure that people are actually searching those. And then you use a different tool like SEMrush or SpyFu to really uncover any others. But usually with some keyword research using Keyword Planner and these other tools, you can pick up an extra 15, 20 keywords that you didn't even think of, or a different way to say your service that people are actually searching. So it is important to do the keyword research. We have 5 minutes left, and I'm just going to answer a few more questions here. I got another one here. How does mobile optimization influence local SEO? Again, Google local is a separate search engine. So if your site is not optimized for local, you're not going to rank, or it's going to be severely penalized. So you want to, it just behooves you, just make sure your site is mobile optimized. If it's not, I encourage you just redo it with a new, brand new, on a new version of WordPress, so it is mobile responsive and just looks like a current site. You want that trust to be there too. People look at a site from 2013, they're not going to trust you the same as if it's a site from 2023. So that's important to do. Another question here I just received, how can I leverage social media to improve my SEO? We just talked about that. You want to be involved in it, you want to post on it, and you want to create the links to your new blog post through social media. And then when people comment on it, you want to basically be involved there. If you don't have the time, you can find someone, a virtual assistant online. You can have someone else help you with it. Our company does that for our clients. But the idea is that you want to reply to those posts or to those comments, and you want to be engaged in the community. If you're going to be on social media, you can't just let it sit there. I would encourage you to engage. Next question we have here, we have a couple left. We have 4 minutes left, so I'm going to try to answer as many as I can in that 4 minutes. We have a few that came in. Okay, how do I track my local SEO performance effectively? Yeah, I would use those tools we said before. You're going to look at Google Analytics for your traffic. You're going to look at your conversions, which that whole last webinar was about. The phone calls that came in, the chats that came through, the emails that came through, the forms that were submitted. So we're going to look at how many people convert, right? So the traffic shows how many people got there, the conversions show the actual conversion. And then from there, you're going to look at the ranks too. Make sure your ranks are going up, and you can gauge that with tools like seranking.com. That's the one we use, but there's tools to show you that kind of thing. What do I do for a negative review? Is it the end of the world? No, absolutely not. Everybody's going to have a bad review periodically. There's never going to be a perfect business, like there's not perfect people, right? We all make mistakes. So the idea, the best you can do is to just engage that client and try to have them change it. So what you do is we had a client one time that stopped service with us in 2019, and he didn't understand who owned his own domain name. He owned it. It was in his GoDaddy account. He left us a review that we wouldn't give him his domain back, which we would never do. It's ridiculous, right? So I immediately called him. I said, hey man, we don't own your domain. We haven't worked with you since 2019. It's been 3 years, 4 years. You left a review. Why? Well, why'd you do that? And he goes, I said, I looked, you own your domain. It's on your thing. I said, you haven't worked with us in years. You went to somebody else. And he had a little language barrier, and he was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that. And I was like, dude, no problem. And I had to log into his computer and help him undo the review because it was he left it by mistake, right? It was an honest mistake. And I helped him get his site back live and got him there. It would have been nice to get a good review, but anyway, we got the bad one off. But I called him. And the second thing you can do is reply to it if you don't have the person's number. I'm really sorry about this experience. And you want to show empathy. You don't ever want to be rude to someone with a review because other people will see that. And you obviously don't want to have that type of egg on your face. You don't want to say a customer had a bad experience and I told them off, right? You never want to do that. Rule number one in business, the customer is always right. Rule number two, if you forget rule number two, the customer is wrong, look back at rule number one because they are always right. You need to always be kind and compassionate to your customers and always show empathy. Okay, very, very important. And particularly in a public forum like the reviews. Okay, I'm going to answer one more question here. Are there any specific SEO considerations for businesses with multiple locations? Great question. That's a terrific question. Yeah, the same strategies. So each location would have its own Google My Business profile, and you would still perform the best practices. So if you post a new piece of content, you would post them in all the different social media, in all the different Google My Business profiles, and on the different places, the different platforms. The ones that allow you to have multiple locations, you'd add those multiple locations. But the same exact things are considered. Just for each location, you'd have your own citation, if you will, for that location for the ones that allow it, right? So, but I would recommend for the big ones, you would have a headquarters, and the other ones you would just have a second one. But it's 12 o'clock on the dot here, East Coast. I want to sincerely thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Again, Thomas Roman with Gas Oil Diesel SEO. If you ever have any questions, my email is thomas.roman@gasoildieelseo.com, and my phone number is 1-877-275-0223. Please kindly reach out to us. Thank you for your time. I sincerely hope, and our whole team hopes, that this webinar had value. And we wish you all the best, and we look forward to just a prosperous life and relationship. So have a great day, and thank you again for everything. Bye-bye.